Taliban militants launched an attack on the largest U.S. military base in Afghanistan. Militants fired several rockets at the Bagram air base in the Parwan province. There's still no word on possible casualties from the attack. Meanwhile, Afghan military sources say a U.S. nighttime airstrike left at least 6 people dead in Ghazni province. Civilian casualties from U.S. and NATO air raids have been a serious bone of contention between Kabul and Washington. Faiz Khurshid, Press TV's correspondent, joins us now via satellite from the Afghan capital, Kabul. Faiz, please update us on this recent attack on the U.S. Bagram Air Base.
Well, as you said, Badi, this is the largest U.S. military base north of Kabul. Thousands of American forces are based in this base, and it has been hit by 6 rockets last night. The rockets were fired by the Taliban militants from nearby villages, and the Taliban militants claim responsibility for this today. It has also been confirmed by the U.S. military headquarters here in Kabul, but they said the attack caused no casualties. The Taliban, however, claimed that they killed several American forces by their rocket attacks on the U.S. military base Bagram, north of Kabul. This is not something new, and this is not, yes, this is the latest attack, but it's not something new. This base has been repeatedly hit by the Taliban bombings and rockets. The security is very tight around Bagram Air Base. You have to go through at least six security checkpoints to get inside this military air base. Despite this, it's very vulnerable to Taliban attacks. And the U.S. military headquarters, military bases, convoys, and diplomatic compounds are the prime targets for the Taliban militants in this war-torn country. And these attacks have put foreign troops in a very difficult position, especially the Taliban roadside bombings prompted the U.S. forces to stay much more inside their military compounds. But it seems their military compounds are also under heavy fire by the Taliban militants here.
Faiz, also, according to Afghan military reports, say that a U.S. nighttime raid, also a nighttime airstrike rather, left at least 6 people dead in Ghazni province. Please also update us on that situation and whether those killed were civilians, as the death of civilians after these U.S. strikes continues in Afghanistan.
Well, U.S. forces are expanding their military operations across this war-torn country, and they have yet again launched an airstrike in which 6 people have been killed. It has been reported to us by Afghan security forces and Afghan military men in Ghazni province in central Afghanistan. It happened in Under village of this province. 6 people are dead. The U.S. military has confirmed the airstrike, saying that all those 6 people killed were militants. Now, the Afghan military men there have launched an investigation into this, so we are still waiting for the exact identities of those people who have been killed. But yes, U.S. airstrikes usually cause civilian casualties, civilian deaths that have angered the Afghan people very much. It's now also U.S. drone strikes that take a heavy toll on civilians. You may remember just a few days ago, a number of civilians have been killed, and almost 16 civilians, I remember, in Kunar province in eastern Afghanistan. Most of them were kids and women, and that was reported by the Afghan government, something that has outraged the Afghan president, Hamid Karzai, who quickly came out with a condemnation and demanded explanation from the U.S. military men on the use of their drones here.
Thank you very much. Faiz, Press TV's Faiz Khurshid joining us from the Afghan capital, Kabul.